¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's Mark Tip 25 otra vez. Last round was very interesting. I had a lot of, missteps in my predictions. But in this round, it gets even more heated. All these matchups are the cream of the crop. And I'm going to cut these into 4 videos just so I can kind of focus on each matchup. First, we're going to start with the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. The Phoenix Suns struggled a little bit against the New Orleans Pelicans in the previous round. But that was due in part to the fact that Devin Booker was injured throughout the series up until the last game. This New Orleans Pelicans team is not a pushover team by any stretch of the imagination, so they did capitalize off of any mistake. They're a very good defensive team. But Phoenix had some very good performances from Mikal Bridges in Game 5. DeAndre Ayton was pretty consistent throughout this series. And Chris Paul had pretty much one of the best games of his career in the final game against the Pelicans, putting up 14 for 14 from the field, which is historic and unheard of. A lot of people were calling Phoenix frauds for not closing out the New Orleans Pelicans sooner. But Phoenix has proven throughout last year, throughout the season, and throughout these playoffs that they're a very strong team and a very hard team to deal with when 100% healthy. So Phoenix is going to have the upper hand coming into this series. The Dallas Mavericks had a pretty decent series against the Utah Jazz. They probably could have closed the series out sooner if it wasn't for that mishap in Game 4 from Jason Kidd's rotations and just bad defense all around and missing free throws. A lot of players stepped up in this series in Luka's absence, especially Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson just put on a show that's out of this world, and he's definitely deserving of a contract in the offseason. I really hope the Mavericks maintain him. Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, and Spencer Dinwiddie also stepped up to the plate, hitting shots when it mattered most. Especially in Game 6, Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber were starting to heat up in the second half. Spencer Dinwiddie also had some pretty crazy shots of his own go in. The only thing that is a little bit striking about this team is their lack of perimeter defense. They were getting cooked in the first half of that final game. But in general, they have a lot to work on. In this series matchup, I just see Phoenix taking this series only because they have DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton is a lot stronger, a lot quicker than Rudy Gobert, and he actually can shoot the mid-range shot. So I just don't see Dallas being able to stop DeAndre Ayton. Kleber's a very good player. I just don't see him as a good defensive piece against DeAndre Ayton. He's going to try his best, but it's not going to work out in the end, I think. So I have Phoenix winning this series in 6 games. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, follow me here on TikTok. Y hasta la próxima, mi gente.